What happens if you outlive your money? A Canadian guide to longevity risk. Here's something most retirement plans never account for. What happens if you live longer than expected, but your money doesn't? Think about it. You've spent your whole life saving, investing, and preparing for the day you finally stop working. But now you're faced with a new challenge, making these savings last not just 10 or 15 years, but potentially 30 or more. And here's the hard truth. The longer you live, the more likely you are to run into financial strain, especially if your plan is based on averages. Because retirement isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about staying there with dignity, independence, and enough income to enjoy the years ahead. If you don't have a strategy to manage longevity risk, your greatest achievement, living a long life, could become your greatest financial risk. Hi, I'm Alex Kellerman, certified financial planner with IG Wealth Management. I work with Canadians who are planning to retire in their 50s or early 60s, and I help them create a retirement income plan that can last 30 years or more without relying on a workplace pension and without running out of money when it matters most. In this video, we're going to unpack what longevity risk really means, why it's so often ignored, and how you can build a strategy that protects your income no matter how long you live. Now let's dive in. And if you'd like to see what this could look like in your situation, feel free to book a time with me using the link below. Part 1, what most people get wrong. Let's start here because this is the root of the problem. Most retirement plans are built around averages. Now, the average Canadian lifespan is around 82 for men and 85 for women. So people plan for a 20-year retirement, give or take. But averages are misleading because if you're in good health at age 65, there's a 50% chance that you or your spouse will live into your 90s and a 25% chance one of you make it past 95. That's 30 years of retirement to fund, not 20. Now, here's where the danger comes in. If you only plan for average and you beat the odds, you risk running out of money when you're least able to adjust. You won't be 75 and deciding to go back to work, and you won't want to downsize at 90. You also won't want to rely on your adult children for support, and you shouldn't really have to. That's why longevity risk isn't just some abstract concept. It's the silent threat that catches many Canadians off guard because the risk isn't just living longer, it's outliving your money. Part 2, real numbers, real risks. Let's put some numbers to this. So imagine a couple in their early 60s recently retired. They have 1.2 million saved between RSPs, TFSAs, and non-registered accounts. They plan to draw about $65,000 per year, adjusting for inflation. At a 4% average return, their portfolio might last 26 to 28 years. Seems reasonable until life happens. Now, what if they hit a rough patch in the markets early on? One of them develops a chronic health issue and care costs increase. They need to replace a vehicle or renovate their home to age in place. Or what if they simply live to 95 or beyond? Suddenly, that 26-year plan isn't enough. And here's another overlooked issue, sequence of returns risk. Now, if your portfolio drops in the first few years of retirement and you're drawing income at the same time, you lock in those losses permanently, making it much harder for your portfolio to recover. That can shave years off your plan's longevity. The first 10 years of retirement are critical. If you overspend or experience bad markets early on, the consequences show up decades later when it's too late to fix them. Part 3, the strategy that works. So how do you build a retirement plan that accounts for longevity? Let's walk through a few strategies that I use with clients all the time. The first strategy is building a time-segmented income plan. Think of your retirement portfolio in 3 buckets. You have your short-term bucket of 0 to 3 years, cash, high-interest savings, or GICs to cover near-term income needs. This reduces your need to sell investments in a downturn. You have your mid-term bucket, 4 to 10 years. These are conservative investments like bonds or balanced funds. This part of the portfolio is designed to replenish short-term buckets as it's used. And then you have your long-term, which is 10 plus years, which is growth-oriented investments like equities. This bucket is meant to outpace inflation and support you in your 80s and 90s. This structure helps your money work harder for you while giving you peace of mind that your near-term income is secure. Number 2, delaying CPP and OAS strategically. Many Canadians start CPP at 60, but in doing so, you take a permanent 36% reduction from what you receive at 65. On the flip side, if you wait until 70, your CPP increases by 42%. OAS increases by 36%. That's guaranteed inflation-adjusted income for life, and it can act as a powerful hedge against against longevity risk. Even if it means drawing more from your RSP in your 60s to bridge that gap, the math often works in your favor, especially for healthy individuals and couples. Number 3, consider a life annuity or a guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit. If the idea of guaranteed income appeals to you, products like life annuities or guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefits may be worth exploring. Now, they aren't for everyone, but for a portion of your retirement income, they can create a baseline of security, ensuring your essential needs are covered for life. Part 4, mistakes to avoid. Now let's cover some of the common traps that increase the risk of outliving your money. Mistake number 1, starting withdrawals without a plan. Many retirees default to a safe withdrawal rate, like 4%, and hope for the best. But that number doesn't account for your unique situation, like taxes, market timing, government benefits, or lifestyle goals. A personalized withdrawal strategy, reviewed regularly, is much safer and more effective. Mistake number 2, ignoring taxes. Here's a scenario I see way too often. A retiree withdraws $60,000 from a RIF, triggering a higher tax bill and losing part or all of their OAS due to clawbacks. If instead they took $40,000 from their RIF and $20,000 from their TFSA, they may have stayed below the clawback threshold entirely. Tax efficient withdrawals matter, so every dollar saved in tax is a dollar that you can keep working for you. Mistake number 3, underestimating late life expenses. People assume they'll spend less in their 80s and 90s, but aging often comes with higher costs: medications, home support, accessibility renovations, or even assisted living. And government support only covers so much. Planning ahead for these costs, not ignoring them, gives you more flexibility later. So part 5, what should you do next? If you're within 10 years of retirement or already retired, this is the time to act. You still have options, but only if you're proactive. So step 1, you want to project to age 95 or beyond. Don't stop your financial projection at 85. Stress test your plan to at least age 95, and if you're in good health, go further. It's better to over-prepare than to run short. Step 2, coordinate income sources. So this includes when you take CPP and OAS, which accounts to draw from first, how to minimize taxes across time, how to keep your income under key thresholds like OAS clawback or age credit phase out. A well-coordinated plan often adds years of longevity to your portfolio. Step 3, review and adjust often. Life changes, markets change, your goals may shift. Your retirement plan shouldn't be set it and forget it. Review it every 1 to 2 years with your advisor to ensure it still works. Living a long life should be a gift, not a financial burden. But to make that happen, you need a retirement income strategy that's built for 30 years, not just the first 10. If you'd like help building that kind of plan, one that protects your income, reduces your taxes, and gives you peace of mind, click the link in the description to book a free, no obligation consultation with me. We'll take a deep look at your retirement timeline, your income sources, and how to stretch your savings as far as they need to go. And if you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you know who's starting to think seriously about retirement. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.